Hello everyone, welcome to Nigra Techies. In this video, I am going to explain route guard in Angular application. It's basically comes under this routing concept. In my previous videos, I am explained what is routing and how we can use routing in our Angular application. So this is the continuation of the video. So basically, routes are used to restrict any menu navigation based on some conditions. So using these features, we can implement this authorization and role-based authorization, and also we can implement some other real-time functionalities. I will explain everything in the details. We can see some important points about these cards. So in the application we can create n number of cards. It's based on the requirement. We can use the services in the cards, and this card also kind of service only to have the injectable decorate. Other than that, we have some interfaces. So interfaces like can active and can active child, can active deactivate, can load. So implementing these interfaces, we can use the features of cards. First, let me go to my application. Okay, see, this is my generated application. The output is, so we have the menu. In the menu, in the menu, we can see the home, contact, and user. So currently I'm in home and contact user. As of now, there is no restriction. In the code point of view, I have generated three components. One is contact, then home and user. I have made changes in our app routing model. So in the app routing models, the root side, I have included three routes. The first one is for home. So I provided path is empty because this is the default one. So after that, we have the contact and the users. Now we are going to implement the restriction. That means we are going to implement the cards. So as I mentioned, implementing these interfaces, we can achieve the functionalities. First, let me take this can activate. So using this can activate, we can implement the authorization. For explaining this functionality, I am going to create a login component. So as of now, we don't have any restriction. After that, once we are logged in only, we can access the menus. Otherwise, we are not able to access. So let me create my component first. Ng generate component. My component name is login. Okay, look like our component is generated. A login page. So now we can include this login page in our app routing model. So if you see already we have three routes. So we can include this login also. Login is fine. And login component. So in the routing point of view, we have done the changes, and we need to have some design. Class row. Here I am going to have only one field that is called as username. Let me create the input also. Here the template variable name is name. And let me include one class also. It will give some good look and feel. Okay, done. Here I am going to create one button also. Okay, login. Let me include some class. So for implementing the login functionality, we can have one event also. Let me pass this name value. Okay, we have done. Let me define the function also. Right now, so once I got the username, I'm not going to check anything. I'm directly adding into the session storage. In the real time, we may call the external API and verify whether it's a authenticated user or not based on the credential. But here I am just adding username, and our value is whatever value you are passing, we can include here. So after that, we need to redirect in our home page. For that, we should have the router in the place. So let me inject the router. So this dot router dot navigate. If you give this navigate, we have to mention the path. Okay. So I am provided the empty value, then it will go to the home page. That's all about the required thing. Okay, we have done. So still I can navigate any pages. Let me go to the login page. Okay, see. So design may be not good. Actually, we are focusing on the functionality. So if I'm trying to give some values here, admin, if I'm trying to log in, so it goes to the home page. So this is the expected functionality. Now let me clear the session storage. Sorry, the local storage. Okay, fine. But still I am in the home page. But actually if I'm not logged in, I supposed to redirect it into the login page. That is the expected functionality we are going to implement using this card. So let me create my card. For generating the card, we have the CLI command ng generate card. I have to use one folder. So otherwise we may have some difficulties to find the files. So my card name is authentication. So I am providing this auth. Okay, see, it is asking which interface would you like to implement. Can activate child, can deactivate, and can load. So first we can take this can activate. So after that we can create the separate card for other interfaces. Okay, see, this is our generated card. If you see here, the injectable decorator was there. That's what I said. It will react as the service. And here we have implemented this can activate function. So and also we have the activated route snapshot. Using this we can get the current route information. And the next one is router state snapshot. Using this we can get the complete route information. So and also I have mentioned we can use the services in this card. So let me create the one more service, ng generate service. So inside the service we can implement the required logic. So after that we can consume the service in your card. Okay, this is my service. So here I am going to create the function is logged in. So let me return local storage dot get item of. So we added into the username. So let me give like this, username not equal to null. So if it is not equal to null, it will return the true. That is the expected thing. Now let me go to the card. So in the card, let me create one constructor first. Yes, if you want to use any services, we have to inject, and after that we can use it. Private service, and our service name is master service. Okay, once we added our services, now we can implement the logic here. So this dot services dot is logged in. Basically it will return true or false. So if it is logged in, we have to return true. This is the positive scenario, and else return false. And also we need to redirect into our login page. So in the constructor, let me inject the router also, and with this dot route and navigate. So our route name is login. Format the page. So now we have completed our changes in the card side. Now let me go to the our routing side. In the routing, if you see, we have the path and the component. Now we can include this can activate. So we have to use in the array format, and also our card name is auth card. Okay, we have included. So the same card we can implement for other routes also, except this login we can include for all. Now see, it's just redirecting into the login page. So in case I am trying to use the exact URL contact, it won't allow. Now I am trying to log in. Okay, now it's moving to our home page. So now I am able to access this contact and user pages. See, still, if you see in the application side, so I am having this username. Now I'm trying to clear this username. So once I'm trying to refresh the page, it's simply redirecting into our login page. So in this way, we can implement the authorization in our Angular application. Now let me going to explain this role-based authorization. So implementing the role-based authorization, let me create one more card. So ng generate card. So I'm going to give the name is role. So here also we can choose this can activate only. So it's created. And now let me come to the service side. For implementing the role-based access, I am going to create one more function, have role access, and input is menu name or else the route name, and also I need to check the role. Here I'm going to check the role. If the role is admin, I am not going to worry, just return true. And the second conditions, I mean the else scenario, if menu name is contact, I will allow. So in the real time, basically, we can pass this role and menu name for the particular service. We will get whether we have the access or not. For time being, I am using these hardcode values. Else, return false. So let me format it, and we can consume this service in our role card. The procedure is same. First, we need to create the constructor, and after that, we have to inject this service here. So if this dot service dot have role access. Basically, it is has one input. We need to know the current menu or else the current route information. So that's what we have. The option is called the activated route snapshot. Using this, we can get the information. So route URL dot path. Okay. So this is all about our plan. So if it's your pass true, otherwise I need to give false message. So that's fine. And if required, we can give some alert also. You don't have access. So we have done our card side. Let me go to my routing side. So we can apply. This is for contact and also user. So our card name is roll card. And while login time, basically we are getting this username only. Uh, the real-time application based on the credentials, we can get the role information from the DB. But as of now, I am trying to get these roles also from the user. And so in the input, we can pass this role also. Let me handle it, otherwise it will throw the error. And we can include this role value also in the local storage. So look like from functionality point of view we have done. So what I'm doing in the card, actually I'm trying to pass the value into the services. So in the services, in the local storage, I'm trying to get this role, and after that I'm doing these all the things. Okay. So now I can log in. Add my username is admin, and I'm trying to give the role also admin. So now let me go to the contact page. I am able to access. Let me go to the user. Here also I am able to access. Now let me come to my login page once again. Sub admin, sub admin. Okay. See, I am able to access this contact page. But if I'm trying to click this user, it's saying you don't have the access. Okay, in this way, we can implement the role-based authentication. So as of now, we have completed this can activate interface. Now let me move on this can activate child. So this is also for implementing the authorization, but this is for child route. So in the real-time scenarios, just to consider this user menu, it may have the collection of users, we have the delete and edit, then view options. Just imagine you have the separate component for view and edit. We have to use this concept. So let me go here and I can create two more component. Ng generate component. One is view user. So I'm not going to create the separate list and the function. Here I am not going to create the separate listing and other things. I'm just going to create the components. So using this, I'm going to explain this navigation. That's it. ng generate add user. Sorry, the command is wrong. ng generate component and add user. Okay, look like our components are gets generated. Now let me move on the routing side. I am going to take this route. Here I can use this children option. So in the children also we have everything in our array format. Inside that, first let me use this path view, and the next one is component view user component, and the second one is edit. So here also we can use the add user component. Okay, we have included the routes. Now let me go to the component. So this is our user component. Here first we have to use the router outlet. So after that I can create some menus. Button link, and a router. The same way I am going to create one more link. Okay, so now I am the admin user. See, we have two links. One is for view and another one is edit. So if I'm clicking this view, it's saying view user it works, and the second one is edit user is works. Yeah, so that means our child routing is working. So now we can implement the logics. So based on this add user works only we are identifying. So the ad side I can have some styles. So anyway, it's required for implementing some one of the another functionalities. So here all the things are not required. Up to this is enough for me. So I would say it's a ad page. Okay, if I go to the view, it's saying the view user works from the edit page. So one of the text box is coming. So our child routing is working fine. Now I am going to include the authorization for this child route. So see, this is my parent menu user. So let me create one more card. ng generate card. I'm going to give the name as child. That's it. Okay. If you see, so there are four options are coming. So now I'm selected all the things and trying to give the enter. So basically if you are giving A, it will select all. So in case you are giving this I, it will unselect all the things. So anyway, I'm going to give the A. So instead of creating a number of files, we can manage through the same file. So inside the card, if you see the child card is generated. So in the child card, actually we are implemented all the interfaces. Can activate the child, can deactivate, and also can load. So anyway, can activate we have seen in another cards. So we can use this can activate child. So here I am trying to give false. So okay, that's it. Now let me go to my routing file. So after including this can activate, I'm going to use can activate child. So here I'm going to use child card. That's it. Currently I'm in the parent menu. I'm trying to click this view. Nothing is loaded. See, if required, we can give the alert messages also. Why it's not loaded? Actually, we are not implemented any logics. They just returning us the false. So in case if I'm trying to make it as the true, now if I'm trying to click this view, it will work. And if I'm clicking this edit also, it will work. If it is returning the false, it won't work. That is the expected output. So in the real time, we can implement some logics based on the requirement. What actually we done for the same can activate, the same way we can follow this for the or can activate child also. But it will be applicable for all child routes, not for the single menus. In case if you want to apply some restriction for the single menus, so you have to create the can activate, you have to implement this can activate interface, and in the routing side, so as of now we have included this path and component. So after that you can include this can activate also. So it will be a kind of tree structure. So now we have done the can activate child. Now let me move on this can deactivate. So this can deactivate is something different. The syntax point of view also it has some difference. First let me tell the scenarios when we can use. Just to consider one form. You have included some changes, but you not saved. You are trying to redirect some other pages. That means we have to notify the user, hey, you have some changes. Please save. If you don't want, and go and proceed. We have to provide some kind of messages, like kind of confirmation messages. In that scenarios, we can this deactivate. So in our scenarios, let me go to this add page. So here I'm going to give some values. So if I'm trying to move on some another menus, so it's simply allowing. Instead of that, I am going to give some messages. So in case if you don't have a value, not a problem, you can to move. But if you have some values, we need to check it. That means we have to give some confirmation message. So now let me explain how we can implement the functionalities. So here after I'm not going to create the separate card, we can use this same card because we have all the things. Okay, see, this is the section. If you see in the syntax side, we have the option is called component. As of now, they have provided unknown. So we are going to add, this is for our add user. We can give it. And top of that also, in the can deactivate string unknown, we can give this add user component. Okay, done. Now let me go to the component. Here I am going to declare one variable have changes. Basically it will be false. So after that, in the design point of view, I can create one event, change, text change. It is one input value, and also let me define this function and type is any. Here I am checking name double equal to empty, have changes equal to false. In case if you have any changes, you have to modify this into true. So this is the one function, and I'm going to create the one more function just to put can activate. It's not necessary to give the naming like this. You can give your own name for the functions. Here I'm just checking have changes. If you are have changes, we have to implement some logics. Else we can return true. If in case if you have any changes, we have to confirm the user. You have not saved changes. Do you want to navigate? If user is saying yes, we can give return true. Else return false. Okay, we have implemented the functionality. Let me go to the card once again. Here as of now, simply it's returning true. Instead of that, we can access the component dot can activate. Okay, we have done our changes. So yeah, I missed to add in the routing side. So this is basically we are doing for this edit menu only. So here only I am going to add this deactivate. The name child card is that's enough. Okay. So currently we are in our user page. As of now, I don't have any changes. Now I'm trying to move our main page. I am able to move. So right now, once again, I'm in the user add page. I'm trying to go to the contact page. Yes, it's possible. Now I'm trying to give some values. If I'm trying to click this user, it's saying you have not saved changes. Do you want to navigate? If I click cancel, still it will be here only. So in case if I'm trying to give OK, then it will be navigated. So even this is a parent menu. If I'm trying to move on some other menu also, it will give the same pop-up. So if I'm give OK, so it will be navigated. Otherwise, it will be available in the same page. So anyway, if you noted in the three interfaces, we are restricting some kind of navigations. The first two using the can active and can active child, we have implemented the authorization, and the third one we have implemented the logic for some unsaved changes. The final one is can load. So basically, this can load is used for implementing the what is called the lazy loading concept. So in our application, we may have the n number of models. In some cases, not required to load all the models. The required models only loaded. That's fine. So in that scenarios, we can use this can load functionality. So as of now, I'm not explained the lazy loading in my videos. So once when I'm covering this lazy loading concept, that time I will include this can load also. So as of now, I hope you will get the better idea about this can activate child and can deactivate. Still, if you have any doubts or clarifications, please post in my comment box, and also please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.